Who's the starting strong safety, Jose? At least at first, when we get out there for OTAs.
It's probably gonna be you. They're gonna roll you out there. What would Cohn do? Get on, put the cleats on, get on the field.
Yeah.
No, I feel like I'm gonna go with Talanoa Hufanga just
Me
because he
too.
was a 5th-round pick last year.
Mhm.
He was a 5th-round pick last year, and I'm saying that with the most cautious confidence. And when I say that, I feel like they're more so gonna do a rotating door, but I feel like OTA's first day, Hufanga is gonna be out there just because of Tavarius Moore still recovering a year removed from a torn Achilles. You're not 1,000% sure if you really want to implement him right off the gate. You maybe probably they're going to say that for training camp. George Odom might implement a little bit, but I think ultimately who you're going to see initially, especially at first, get out there, which is always indicative of who the 49ers are wanting, is when they roll out the first team reps to the first player. So I think ultimately they're going to go with Talanoa Hufanga. He was a 5th-round pick last year. Not the greatest weighted draft pick that you feel so much heavily to want to invest on, but I think that's going to be the way they're going to look and try to give him a chance to go at least make a case out there.
I agree. It seems like they're all in on Talanoa Hufanga, which is funny because he's gotten his blessing from Troy Polamalu, right? Troy Polamalu is his biggest supporter, and he's sold John Lynch on him. Like John Lynch and Troy Polamalu are two of the best strong safeties ever. And they're all in on Talanoa, who's just a 5th-round pick, who might be, just a special teams guy or a line. I don't understand how he has convinced two of the best safeties ever, because he hasn't convinced me. I think he's slow. But I do think he's going to get the first crack at it. I think he will. I think the Niners have made it pretty clear that they don't really want to bring in serious competition for him. They didn't draft a safety. They got one as an undrafted free agent. They didn't bring back Tart because they know Tart's better than him. I mean, he couldn't beat out Tart at any point last year. So they have just let Tart be a free agent, and they brought in George Odom, who's never been a starter. And I think maybe he'll get some reps, but I don't think they actually seriously considering him for the starting job, at least for week 1, which is funny because George Odom is actually fast. He runs a 4.45 and he can tackle, as opposed to Talanoa Hufanga, who's just a tackler. So I wouldn't be surprised if Odom takes his job by the end of the season, but I think Talanoa is going to get it to start because of roster politics and Troy Polamalu. I blame Troy.
I just wonder if it does truly become Hufanga to start the regular season as well, that if maybe they're going to restrict him mainly to a box safety, and then because with the 49ers defense, even dating back to Robert Saleh that D'Amico Ryans picked up, is he would flip them. He wouldn't always just keep Ward up top or Chikowski Tart in the box. He would actually use too high or just flip them, disguise coverage. And that's the beautiful part about why they both were such a great pairing. Is you didn't know who's gonna cover inside, who's gonna cover up top, outside or not. And Hufanga's kind of limited around because of that speed. And it's not like how much faster do you really get in the league. You get stronger and you get smarter, but faster.
You don't get faster.
I mean, if he's smarter, that's going to do a lot. That's going to do a lot to make up for his speed, because that, especially play recognition wise, that's the only way I can see that he's going to make up for that lack of play speed. But I think that Tavarius Moore, if he does have a chance that they do give him more, that they might like him just because he has some range to him.
I hate to disagree with John Lynch and Troy Polamalu, but to me, Talanoa is not a starting safety in the NFL. He is a special teams player, and the only way you can really use him on defense, and I think it's how the Niners used him last year, is on 3rd down, he could be a linebacker. If you want to go dime on 3rd down and have 2 safeties, legit safeties, and put Talanoa at linebacker next to Fred Warner for coverage, okay, sure. You might be able to do that, although you might even get someone better than Talanoa to do that, but I think he could do that. But as a starting safety, I don't know about that. So, but I think he's going to get the first crack. He's going to get a lot of cracks, just like Adrian Colbert 4 years ago. Remember Adrian Colbert? Boy, They were sold on him. They thought he was better than Jimmy Ward. Boy, John Lynch, how can you not scout your position, man? That's what I don't understand about John. This is your position. I don't get it.
I feel like Tavarius Moore just has a little bit of an outside chance, but where that chance comes from, maybe if Hufanga starts stinking it up like a little stretch of practice, because it's not like the 49ers are a team who are really dead set locked in on just, if the rookie's not playing too well, that they'll just let him play through it. There's times where they will just pull him out and just see what the other people play, especially only when it's a young player mainly.
I feel you.
So Hufanga, I feel like they could put more in just because I think they liked more last year.
Here's the problem. I think the Niners are going to go with Hufanga, but Hufanga is going to give up big plays through the air because he's slow on the back. This is what's going to happen. I'm sorry. That's what I think. And then they're going to maybe try Tavarius Moore, and he's going to give up big plays on after the catch because he can't tackle and he can't take I mean, that's why they moved. That's why they tried to make a corner to start with. He can't tackle. That's why I think they're going to end up on Odom, because even though he's never been a starting safety, he can run and he can tackle. So that sort of puts him like a step above the other two guys. But I still think Tart is a better player, which is funny. Maybe the Niners will like kiss and make up with Tart and bring him back. Maybe.
I don't think so. I just don't think Tart wants to come back personally, too.
Yeah, but maybe. I mean, would he rather not play football than play for the 49ers? I mean,
Yeah,
it's not like
plenty of
everyone's
stubborn
hitting him
players
up.
have done that when they don't want the money. When they
He's
don't want
like,
the
"Look,
money.
I'm trying to fish. I'm trying to fish. And you, I'm going to Salt Lake City. I'm fishing. He told me he likes Utah. It's his place to kick it in the offseason. He likes to kick it in
Utah. You ever been to Utah?
No,
I haven't been to Utah.
I'd like to go, but I've never been.